Sean bienvenidos a la clase de hoy de este curso especial Rompe la barrera del no, impartido por Servicios Psicolaborales SST, cuidando tu salud mental y emocional. Hoy escucharemos al mismísimo Chris Voss explicándonos la importancia del no. Escuchémoslo.
Right. What would you say is the most important word to use in any negotiation?
Wow. Not use, but come to grips with. No. The word no. I know is a great word to hear.
If you're trying to make the negotiation?
When I'm trying to make the negotiation. Because empathy is about what it is for the other side, not what it is for you. It's not about you. So when you say no, you feel safe.
I'm protecting myself. I'm guarding my deal or whatever the side of that I have. I'm not giving in to something I don't want.
Right. And as soon as you do that, you're more willing to explore options.
Okay, no for this, but maybe what about this, or this?
Right. Or I may say, look, does this look like a bad idea? And you might say, no, it doesn't look like a bad idea, but I need these things, which you, having felt safe, will now tell me honestly, because you don't feel obligated. If I'd have said, does this look like a good deal to you? You might say, yes, it looks like a good deal, but, the erasing word, I need these things. But you're afraid if you had said yes in the first place, you're now on the hook. So you're not going to be as honest with me about those things. So coming to grips with what yes and no really means is one of the major first turning points in anybody's negotiation journey as a great negotiator.
Say that one more time.
Coming to grips with what yes and no really mean is the first major turning point in anybody's negotiation journey. Because you think yes is success, and it's not. And you think no is failure, and it's not.
Why is yes not a success?
Yes, at best, is aspiration only. You know, the phrase hope is not a strategy. Yes is hope alone. Hope is inadequate alone. And at best, it's an aspiration. Most commonly, it's counterfeit.
It's fake.
It's a fake yes.
So if someone says, hey, I want to do this deal with you, and you say, yeah, I'm open to that, or yeah, that works for me, you're saying it's not 100% until the deal terms are laid out over paper and people are going back and forth, or what do you mean?
Well, about 80% of the time, I want to know what your deal terms are so I can shop them.
Ooh.
And if I've said yes, you're going to lay those terms out to me. And now I'm free to shop them and start playing you off somebody else.
Interesting.
And that is such a problem in the business world. Recognize that a lot of salespeople are now taught to say, are we the vendor of choice? Well, you're going for yes there. Now, if you're being played, nobody's ever, if they're playing you, they're not going to tell you the truth.
No, yeah. They say, yeah.
They're not going to say, well, thank God you asked, because as a matter of fact, you're not. We're just pumping you for information.
Right.
We want free consulting.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's ever going to say that. If they were already lying to you, they're going to lie to you about that question too. And so the seduction of yes, because we love to hear it. Like, yes, the heavens part, the angels sing, the sun shines. And that is such a seduction that people exploit us regularly by telling us yes.
Yeah, it's interesting. So when you hear a no, or when someone hears a no, what is the first thing they should think in a negotiation?
Well, I always hear no's that I want to hear.
You hear the no, you set it up.
Yeah.
So is it asking for something so extreme first?
Well, for example, there's a lot of stuff, let's say, about the particular deal that I know you don't know.
Okay.
I mean, Ronald Reagan says if you're explaining, you're losing. But I got to give you some information at some point in time, which evident is explanation. So I'll say something like, all right, here's what I think you're up against. Here's what I think the challenges are that you face. Are you against me sharing some ideas with you?
No.
Right. Now, I've just teed up, you got no problem with that. Now, I can't, if I got 15 things I got to share with you, I probably only get away with 3. Because it's Each one is a lot. It's good information. You got to absorb it. I got to let you think about it. We got to go in small doses. But we are CDA, call to action, call to next step. However we close out, we always close out with a no. You know, me, the Black Swan team,
Really?
everybody that we coach, always close out. Are you against doing this? Are you against me sharing some ideas? Does this look stupid to you? Is this a ridiculous idea? Like, you can turn any one of your yes questions into a no question,
Which is a
10
yes.
times more valuable.
Really? Because I've heard in the past from people that says, you know, you want to get people saying yes, 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 leading into the close, to a sale, to whatever.
Right.
It's like getting them saying yes.
Right.
But I'm hearing you say, get them to say no.
Right.
Why is no more powerful than yes?
I think that what you're referring to is called the yes momentum. And I think that has been so overused.
Yeah.
And not only overused, but it's also been, they've been flim-flamed, they've been bamboozled. You know, they've been conned by that 2 or 3 times. They're yes battered. And then your problem is,
They feel like it's a trick or something or some strategy.
you're not a trickster, but you're engaging in the same methodology that the trickster used.
Interesting.
You know, the African phrase, when you're bitten by a snake, you're afraid of ropes.
Yeah.
There are a lot of really legitimate people that are not trying to flim-flam somebody, but the flim-flam artists use that on them. You know, the timeshare industry has a very bad reputation, and some of the timeshares are clearly very valuable because I know people that have them and love them. Simultaneously, there are a lot of people out there that are hustling and conning people, and there's a whole industry that we've coached some of these people on getting people out of timeshares because they got them on a yes momentum. Now they got a timeshare that's going to bankrupt them. Now they don't remember exactly how that happened, but it was probably this yes momentum. So that they weren't conscious of it, but as soon as they hear it again, even from a close trusted friend, they got burned and they got an instinctively negative reaction to the yes momentum.
Interesting. So what's the no? Is it no momentum? What is this process of getting the no?
Well, you know, you're getting a no and you're getting the information. You know, no typically triggers implementation, next steps.
Got it. But a no is really a yes.
Yeah.
It sounds like, would you be against me sharing some interesting ideas for you? No, I'm not against it.
Exactly.
Right. Okay, cool. Here's the next step.
And probably if I'd have said, are you against me sharing some interesting ideas for you? Your more likely answer is, no, I'm not against it, but I only got 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Awesome. If I stick to the 15 minutes or less, I got your undivided attention. If I go over 15, you're going to start to get anxious because you're worried about your clock.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's a secondary thing. Like, if we set up an appointment, is it a ridiculous idea for me to take up 13 minutes of your time?
Right. Not 10, not 5, but something in between.
Right. Now, I know I want 9 minutes. I got it timed out. Exactly.
Wow.
I call you on the phone. I say, Lewis, I need 13 minutes. You give me 15 because you ain't got 13 on your calendar. I get done at 9. And I'm like,
time.
okay,
Yeah.
and you're sitting there like, holy cow. You just gave me back time in my day. Everybody else is taking it away. Now you love me. Next time I call, you're picking that phone right up.
He's not going to waste my time. So I like these questions to get, would you be against me doing this? Are you, what's another way you could say a no question?
It's usually like, is it a ridiculous idea? Are you against? Our phone calls start with, is now a bad time to talk? Instead of, have you got a few minutes?
Right.
Because, you know, people feel safe when they say no.
They feel safe.
You feel
Why
safe.
is that?
Yeah, that's, you know, I probably because we get flim-flammed over yes. And we've been flim-flammed so many times that no gives an automatic feeling of protection.